Well, it's Tuesday, I guess. It's pretty warm around here, so that's good. I don't have to prepare any anything to play this week, so I don't play at church or anywhere else. So it's just me and the guitar and some pedals. And I think I might want to try to write this week. I want to make a video about, they say it's true for anything. 10,000 hours of something to achieve mastery, and it's true for programming or sports or whatever. And it takes roughly 10 years to get 10,000 hours in something, which gives you ample time to experience a bunch of different things and develop your own systems and your opinions and what things work and what things don't work. And I've been attempting songwriting for a couple years now, and I'm okay. I can put some stuff together, and I know how to make parts kind of play off each other, and I know how to layer them decently, and I know how to play melodies over simple progressions. But I just had this thought that, like, you can't force that. Like, I know people that are like, I'm gonna write a song a day for blah 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 to get all the crap out of the way, and I think that's a noble quest. But in my experience in other things, not songwriting, because I'm not an expert in songwriting at all, you just can't force those things. Like, it doesn't have enough time to fester in your brain when you do one every day. Like, I don't think I can learn enough in one day to be able to apply it the next day and have that boost my ability. I may pick up some things along the way, small things. I'm not going to make big leaps. You can't force 10,000 hours. And that was going to be the whole crux of a video where I wanted to talk about, like, how it just takes a while to, like, learn anything worthwhile. But what I wanted to talk about today, pedalboards. And I think the title of this video is going to be Year of the Mini Pedalboard, or Mini Board. I was going to put the actual year in the title, but that's stupid, because if somebody looks at this next year and they're like, oh, that's not relevant to me. But it could be. I don't know. I see a trend. So I've seen a trend of small pedal boards, much smaller than what I have. And I've always been intrigued, like, wow, yeah, that has everything you need, really, on it. Let me go back. So in the beginning, like everyone, I had like one pedal. And when I first started as a teenager, I don't think there were pedal boards. I don't remember pedal boards. My first pedal was a flanger pedal, which seems like a stupid pedal to have as your first pedal. But like back then, every amp, I just got all the distortion out of the amp. I had a PV, I think it was a Studio 40 or something. This is like back in the 80s. Studio 40, and it didn't sound great, and we just turned it up loud and had a bunch of distortion. So the effects that I had purchased were things that the amp didn't do, and the amp did distortion and everything. Or so I thought. Fast forward, my first pedal board was this small guy. It had a couple pedals on it. Then I felt insignificant because everybody else had bigger pedal boards, so I needed something larger. So I went with the Pedal Train Classic Junior, two rows, I think, angled. And I did that for a while. And then I got more pedal board envy, and I bought this giant creation board, a flat. I had to be flat because, I don't know, pedal board envy. So I bought this flat board, huge. It's gigantic. I don't even know the dimensions of it. 3 feet wide, probably. And tons of rows of pedals, but of course the power supply has to go on the top, so you lose real estate, whatever. cables everywhere, 2 power supplies, because I had more pedals on the board than the one spot 12, so the CS12, just 12. So I had more than 12 things plugged in. I had to have a buffer on there, all kinds of stuff. Overkill, huge pedal board. And my justification for that was like, when you play at a church, you're basically a cover band. So you play, depending on how long your set list is. Usually it's just 3 songs, right? Not a big deal. But sometimes you have like these nights where you might play 10 and need a bunch of different sounds from that. So I had this big board that I carried around with me. It was huge, it's heavy. And I had pedal envy again, but this time the mini board pedal boards that I saw. A lot of I watch a lot of Nashville dudes on YouTube, and they would be playing gigs around Nashville, and they just had this little board with just a couple pedals on it, and it sounded amazing. And I'm like, that's the sound, but it's just that. So I've been thinking about it for a while, and I had the Pedal Train Nano, maybe Nano Plus, I don't know, that I first started with. That felt insignificant, and I had to go bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm going all the way back to the beginning. So I'm going all the way back to the first pedal board that only had a few things on it. And then I'm gonna mount a low profile power supply underneath it. It's gonna be good. So I'm gonna show it to you. I'll put my guitar down and grab it. This is it. So I went from this big 3-foot gigantic board down to this tuner, which I could probably upgrade to tuner. Overdrive, EQ, delay, reverb. I wasn't sure if I could fit this one on there, and I was pretty bummed out about it, because this is my main guy. This is my main drive. This to tailor it, sometimes a small boost, and this is like lead tone. You see it's like a bunch of volume and like a little bit of gain. And it pushes that lead tone way up. This is everything I need. So I've been playing around with this for like 2 days, and playing through some songs I would typically play, or things that I would normally play. Oh, the beginning I was not plugged in. That was just the amp. I didn't have a looper. This has a looper on this where I loop stuff. So I couldn't do anything with more than one guitar part. That's why I just played that stuff in the beginning. This is it. This is my pedal board for this year. And what I like about it is I can I'm gonna mount the low profile power supply underneath here. And I have another one spot that I'm going to put out here if I want to extend modulation, probably stuff this way. I'm kind of bummed my Space Echo isn't on here. The Space Echo stuff out this way. Here I can put more drives, volume pedal, fuzz pedals, something. And I can extend it as I see fit, what I need for that particular weekend or that week, whatever. And this is it. The year of the mighty pedalboard. I predict, picking my guitar again, I predict you can see a lot of these. And I'm super interested to see at what point am I going for something and I can't get it out of those 5 pedals, not including the tuner. 5 pedals, 2 drives, something to sculpt the tone a little bit, a reverb and a delay. At what point can I not get what I need out of those? I don't think there is one. I may have to, maybe we'll do an update to this. I may have to go back to the classic, the Pedal Train Classic, to get an extra row across the top for some stuff. But as I was going through like the basics, the absolute basics of what I needed, I felt like I was going to have a bunch of empty space up there, like 2 or 3 slots, and I could just add those on the end. That's it. The year of the mini board. Here's to see. I'll report back, but that's it. I'm going, I can't think of the word I'm thinking for. When things are simple and reduced, you get rid of clutter, whatever. I'm going simple. 5 pedals, an amp and a guitar. Let's go. All right, that's it. Hope you enjoy your day. See ya.